Hey guys, Jeff here, and it was time for another step along my Dogbane spinning adventure. As we've talked about, I definitely get more of the toe fibers that I turn into these rolags, and as you can see, they're not perfectly clean. But so I had been trying to figure out what is the best, what is a good way to handle these. And if you remember, once upon a time, linked up here, I did try a charkha because any drop spindle gives me a light, fluffy yarn, but it's not exactly strong or seeming like it's going to be heavy wearing. So I tried the charkha, which I liked, but had some difficulties with it. And then I had the chance to try making I think you pronounce it tahkli. Buddy was playing with a plasma cutter and made a bunch of these discs. And as I looked at them and was messing around with them, I realized if I put a hole in that, I can make a tahkli. And I just put a wire that I had through, sharpened up the end, and I put a hook on the end, as I've seen some people do. I haven't used this at all. I'm probably going to grind it off because it's a little sharp and it catches me sometimes. Now, I will say that having this, sometimes I just spun it right on my jeans, which does okay. But as I've been playing on a lathe lately, I made a little bowl for it. Now, I am out of frame there. Let's try again. Here we go. So in spinning with this, for me, it's very much a park and draft type idea. But as such, I feel like I get a lot more control. And I always like anything that's going to give me a little bit more control. Anybody who does a lot of spinning is going to know that obviously if my material was prepped better, it's going to spin better. But I always do a temporary cop and then I wind it on down here. Not the easiest thing for me to show on camera, but I've been spending time with this and I've produced this little skein. Which I'm really loving. I feel like I got a lot of material on here. This is still just a single. I haven't decided if this is going to get plied. I know a lot of people say that to know how you decide to spin is really based on what you want to do with it. And I don't know what I want to do with it. That said, I'm loving the outcome. Maybe I should ply some just to decide. I will say, as I already said earlier, being an Indian tool, as in from India, I wondered and compared. I pulled out some of the skeins I got from the charkha. And I gotta say, the results are really similar. The only real difference that I see between them is that I got more material stuffed on to the tahkli than I did on the charkha. I like that I have two hands to control it, and I think I might be a little bit more consistent on the charkha for that reason. But I can't argue with the results of the tahkli to get a good-sized skein like that. But yeah, so enjoying the tahkli. It makes me think, again, I don't know, do I want to leave this as a single or do I want to apply it? Let's just get some, let's not get wrapped up in there. Let's see. Let's try to get some of it to ply back on itself. Now this is a very thin section that I just spun, but I don't know. I'm going to have to play it with that. But I'm, again, loving the tahkli, loving the simplicity. I definitely like it over the charkha, not just for holding more, but also because I like a compact setup. I like the fact that I stick these into a bag or in a container, and I can take these to the living room, or I can take these to work and work on it over my lunchtime. I love how compact it is and how portable it is. If you guys know anything about me, I'm always compact and portable, try to do things on the go. So that is the newest adventure with Dogbane. Definitely excited. Now, I thought this was going to be the end of my Dogbane adventure, but it turns out I was wrong. Recently, I came across plans for the Dogbane spinning wheel, and having some free time over winter break, I started putting it together. Really simple as far as how to cut it, how to assemble it. I am now in the tuning process. I'm trying to get the string parts worked out, trying to get the spindle and the wheel set up to spin well. Tuning's definitely going to take a while, but I mean, I can use it for wool, and I'm definitely going to start with wool when I first get going with this. But why not try it with the Dogbane? And while I'm at it, I figured I should share with you my spinning corner. Some of you who are friends with me on Facebook have seen me make this rack, which is full. It is beyond full with spindles and distaves. But this is my little happy corner for spinning. Most of these you should recognize. Some of them might get shown later. But at any rate, that is what we've got for today. Thank you for all who follow along in my spinning adventures, and I'll talk to you all